Alright, so it's a 2v2 on the map Tempest, which is a huge 8-player map. And I am spawning as the purple Protoss in the 5 o'clock position, with my good friend, that guy, as the tealish Zerg in the 4 o'clock, and we are facing a blue Protoss at the 7 o'clock and a red Zerg at the 8 o'clock. So yeah, it's a basic mirror matchup, which is always fun actually for me. And that guy is just asking, you're scouting? And I'm replying, yeah. And he just says, screw it, we'll both go scout. Because it's a huge map, as I've already said. And damn, this map is huge. Now, into every base, you usually spawn in one of these in one of these chokes leading up to 2 bases. So basically, when you start scouting, you can usually send your probes or your SCV or your drone at one base, and you can skip the other, because if you find one, you're going to find them both. And here I just get lucky. I send my probe instantly in the right direction, and I'm just telling him, don't get that many drones, get a couple of Zerglings as fast as you can, because I am always wary of a 7 pool or just any kind of early pressure when I'm facing a Zerg. And it looks like, there we go, it looks like the red Zerg is going for what seems to be a 6 pool, I'm not sure. And yeah, I haven't scouted that out, but I am about to scout out that Mr. Blue Protoss is going for a 2 gate. Now, this is that early zealot pressure. That's dangerous. That's instantly when you scout that, you usually want to get down a second gateway, as I should be doing very soon. I must be macroing up and not paying attention. And at the same time, we have the red Zerg moving out. He is going for me, and I am putting up a second gateway a little late, a little too late. I should have been put up a lot sooner, and this is when they just go to town. This is awful. This is rapage. I usually don't get all sad and, you know, just rage quit out of the game when this happens, but you know, it stings. It stings when your probes start dying. And my friend, that guy, comes and tries to help, but for some reason he loses all 4, and the red Zerg only loses 1 Zergling. So yeah, I suppose that my friends, that guy's Zerglings aren't really up to much. They aren't really up to the quality of the red Zergs. Zerglings, and here they come and try to do something to his economy, to cripple him a little. But bam, here comes the blue Zerg, the blue Protoss zealots marching across, just stampeding across the center of the map, which is, if you can hold the center, you basically have map control. There's even a Zelnaga watchtower which you can hold, and you basically have full-on vision across the whole center. You can see everything that's going on. It's a great tactical advantage. And here they come, trying to bust down my little door. I have a second that just came out, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Here comes my friend, that guy, and he's even pulling out his queen. I think that was unintentional, I'm not sure. Here comes more Zerglings from the red Zerg, and I'm still trying to kill this guy. Come on, micro him out. Nope, no micro there. I try to micro him, right? And holy dear, oh dear. As I've said in the past, that guy's macro isn't as good as it should be, and he might even lose his queen, which is gonna, you know, that's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a very tough hit. At the same time, I'm getting my assimilator, and I'm going for a cybernetics core, which I should have done a lot earlier. I should have just pumped out maybe 1, maybe 2 stalkers to counter those zealots, so they wouldn't have done as much damage as they could. I could have just microed them out. This is basically just gonna be a tutorial on how not to play a Protoss, since I am the best in giving tips on how not to play the Protoss race. He and the blue Protoss is already researching Warp Gate. I haven't even gotten my Cybernetics score, which just goes to show that our enemy's macro is great. This is basically how you should be playing, and not as me and that guy. That guy going for an expansion. I definitely don't agree with that. He should have definitely gotten a lot more drones. This is a joke. This is a joke. And even mining happily from the gas, although he has roaches coming out now. But this is already not looking very good. Whoa, my dear. And seems like I'm not in the position of saying anything to my good friend that guy, because my income is shit as well. And in the meantime, we have a 4-gate pumping out a massive amount of units. They're gonna start pumping out many more in a couple of minutes, I can imagine. And here we have a joint ops forces operation pushing out with a lot of units, and we have nowhere near as many, and we might not be able to hold this. We will see. And that guy has done the tech switch. He has gone up to 2 Hydras. Let's see how we hold off against this massive push against the co-op joint forces against Protoss and Zerg. And my Zealots run in here, they're gonna take out the Zerglings without a problem, but at the same time the blue Protoss is going to snipe out that expansion, and that's gonna hurt. That's gonna put the hurting on that guy if it wasn't already enough. And we're just gonna try to clean this up, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Or maybe it is gonna be enough. And now they're just gonna try to snipe out as many units as they can before they retreat. They've basically done so much damage, and look at this. The blue Protoss is at 114 minerals at minute. That's just insane. And I'm like, he wrote, let's go and counter. We gotta make something happen. And I'm like, yeah, right, let's do it. And we have, basically nothing. We have got nothing to counter with. I mean, the Zerg has my friend, that guy Zerg has 5 Hydralisks, which is just gonna get demolished by this many Zealots, this many Stalkers, and a couple of Roaches. We're not gonna stand much of a chance. We definitely. I wish that that guy had a little more units. That's just not enough. Too much gas, not putting it to use, just horrible macro. And I am getting Void Rays. Yay! I'm just tired of going Robo every game. It gets boring teching to the same thing every time. But it's the most effective, and here we have a little encounter, a little skirmish. We try to do some damage, but it's not gonna be enough. We snipe out all the blue Protoss Zealots, but the Stalkers just rain down bullets. They just rain down those missiles. We are steadily trying to push back, trying to micro out, and trying to snipe out a couple of Roaches and Stalkers on our way out, but we just did not do any damage, any critical damage whatsoever. I'm trying to macro up at home at the same time, and I have got my first Void Ray actually a couple of minutes ago. But whoop, and here, damn, that's a lot of units there pushing out with a massive force, and they should have been backing out. We should have just pushed. I'm definitely positively confident that they would have just crushed us. They could have ended the game there. We're facing much better players. These guys are playing as they should, as these races are supposed to be played, and learn from these guys. Guys, just learn from the blue Protoss has 2. Oh dear, he has 2 Robo facilities down. He's got 3 Colossus on the way. He is not researching the thermal lands. He should really cancel one of them and research thermal lands. And the red Zerg is still going Roaches. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And from the looks of it, this is not looking good. The blue Protoss is steadily getting mined out, and I'm trying to come here and trying to snipe out this Robotics Babe just to stop the construction of the Colossus. because those things, when they start raining down the fire, they are just so deadly, so deadly. And my Void Ray might get taken out. No, he gets away. They're just so slow. I mean, oh, I mean, sure, when they get their fire going and all, then they're super effective. You should, when you're getting Void Rays, you should really wait until you have 3-4 until you can really do some critical damage, because if you only have 2, it takes them so long to charge up that beam that in the meantime they'll probably just get sniped out, or you'll just not, it'll just end up not doing any use, being of any use. And the Blue Protoss has 1 Immortal, 2 Colossus. That's bad, and I'm texting to my friend, they're coming with Colossus, so I'm basically just hoping that my friend goes for something little airish unit C, and here comes the Spire. The Spire goes down. A little more drones, but not enough, and we are getting mined out, and bam, the Zerg puts up an expansion, and the top, what's that, 11, no, the 10 o'clock position, and it's not looking good for us. It's not looking good. This isn't how you should not, absolutely not be playing when you're Protoss or Zerg. We're just not good at all. And I've got even an idle probe not doing anything. That's bad. And here comes the push, and I'm trying to, I didn't see them. I was thinking about going for an attack myself, so I saw them at the corner of my eye, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna try come in the back and try to snipe out the Colossus, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. There are 3 Colossus, they're just doing so much damage, and my friend even writing, Taze, this is just horrible. The Colossus is just doing horrible damage, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I was lying. I mean, ladies, this is just ownage. This is horrible. I was crying at this point. And the Spire, getting Burrow, a little too late. This is when they go to town on that guy, and I'm just, yeah, I'm sitting on 4 Zealots. What a menacing force. But I have a great deal of resources, so I'm not doing as well as I could have been doing. And in the meantime, I've tried to go for some damage with the Void Rays, but they got very swiftly taken out, and I even tried to get an expansion up, but it was too late. It was too late. We get owned by the red Zerg and the blue Protoss. They just pwned us. So this is basically how not to play Zerg and Protoss. So I really hope that you heed my example and just don't play as awful as we did.